Okay.
Hey, I've been trying to get your attention to do it for the past 5 minutes. And you guys kept on talking about sports.
Sports is like Star Trek is to Frozen.
I was just gonna say I could start talking about Star Trek.
Star Trek? Did you say Star Trek?
Oh fuck no!
Did you hear about that? The astronaut that actually wore a Starfleet uniform out in space.
Yeah, I saw that today.
No, I hadn't seen that. I'll have to look it up.
So, welcome to episode 7 of Riders of the Lost Zord: Adventures in Time and Duck.
Ah, damn it!
I really couldn't think of anything else. This was on the fly. Today's topics are Kamen Rider Geo, however you pronounce it, episodes 1 through 6, and DuckTales, the first season, because we had a week break.
I still only saw a couple episodes.
I made it up to like 13.
I got to 21.
Yeah, you're like 2 episodes.
I couldn't find a reliable place to watch it. I need to get your Plex.
Yep, I'll get. Like I said, just remind me later.
By the way, is my fan loud? Can you guys hear my fan?
I cannot hear it.
Me
I
neither.
heard someone's phone go off.
Is that me?
I don't know, I heard a phone vibration go off.
I think that was me.
Yeah. So, let's just get out with the media. What happened in the week that we were gone?
I don't remember anything super big happening except some Beast Morpher news. They confirmed the one kid Blaze is Darkbuster / Enter.
Oh, that's neat.
I think that was today or yesterday?
Has that show started yet?
No, they're still filming it.
Oh, okay. So they're still doing Super Ninja Steel?
I think that run ended?
Yeah.
So what are they doing now?
They're in between seasons.
Hopefully.
Yeah, Beast Morphers I think starts in February now. I could be wrong, but
Sorry.
I can't think of anything else super important Toku-wise that happened.
That asshat talking about Kamen Rider.
Oh, Ninja Steel's still going. It's going through November 10th, it looks like.
Okay.
Well, that's more
talking about Kamen Rider.
What was it? A producer or something saying there wasn't a fan base over here, which it is more niche.
It's super niche. Like, I don't blame him for not knowing of its existence at all.
But I mean,
some people
never got the same chance.
No, it's never got a good chance. I am also a little worried that he may have been scared by some of the more passionate fans over here that can get rude as fuck.
Oh, trust me.
What, Americans can be rude about stuff?
I know.
You could bowl me over with a feather.
Yeah.
Like, when I saw that tweet and everyone was like, hey, we gotta respond to him, I'm like, not everyone should respond to him.
Yeah, I think a good portion of the RTV group already gave their thoughts in the most rudest way possible.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah. But I did share that around on some Discord servers that were Toku focused, and they're like, "Yeah, that seems about right." And also, how many people are going to overreact to this? I said a lot. I'd say about 50%. 50% of the group of the entire Toku American community is going to be pissed about this and respond negatively.
I mean,
and
there's
then post on the page.
a very strongly worded letter might do the same job as a bunch of people yelling.
Like, all you need to do is be like, no, there's a strong, thriving community here. It's just really small.
Where do you think most of the toys are going?
I wouldn't say most. I'd say a surprising portion.
Yeah.
I'd say probably maybe around 25% if like I'm just being really generous.
Yeah.
Especially with the belts and whatnot.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
And I think that's a good trend. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say that doesn't include. We're just probably talking about the U.S. That doesn't include Canada, the Southern American continent, and Mexico, and everyone else that enjoys the series too.
Surprisingly enough, Mexico does get Kamen Rider translated into Spanish.
What?
Yeah. It's
Is it Mexico or is it more South American countries?
a little bit of both.
Hmm.
It's
That's
translated.
surprising.
It's dubbed over into Spanish
Officially?
officially.
Wow.
And in the Oceania area, they have it dubbed in English. It's bad English,
Well,
but it's dubbed.
you've kind of known about that.
Like the Kabuto.
Yes, that.
Oh my
that.
god.
Didn't Go Ranger and Jacker and Battle Fever, didn't they get that treatment in like Hawaii and the Pacific
I
Island
think it was
areas?
just Dynaman that I'm aware of.
Yeah, Dynaman definitely got a dub. It was like a parody.
Maybe they just
Usually
aired it on
Zealand, they get
TV.
Oh god.
Look, I know I've listened to a lot of crap. The Diamond dub is really bad, and I love it and I hate it at the same time.
It's on Verve.
Not sponsored, by the way.
Yeah, not sponsored. But yeah, they
Well,
got
well,
Dynaman.
it's
They got the Dynaman dub on Verve, along with Zoo Ranger, in subs.
Well, wait, what?
Yeah, on Verve they got Zoo Ranger in subs. On the platform, I'm like, holy crap! Why don't they do this with everything else? And they're starting to.
They had a lot of them on Amazon Prime a year or two ago. It had its own little sub thing where you could just watch at least Sentai, and it was just the sub series.
I heard Tubi TV has like all the Shout Factory stuff subs on there too.
Actually, I found this out recently. Hulu, at least in Japan, has all of Super Sentai and Kamen Rider. So if you have a proxy service, I'm not gonna tell you how to use them, and log into a Japanese Hulu account or log into your Hulu account under a Japanese URL, you could probably watch it like that.
Well, yeah, if you can speak Japanese and know exactly what's being said.
It's better than nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. Sometimes Raws just annoy me so much because I'm like, and I don't blame anything other than my inability to speak Japanese, but it's just, I like, okay, it's like, okay, just a short story for me. When I was in culinary school around here, what we used to do is there was this Mexican restaurant we used to go to every day, and it was at lunch, so they had telenovelas on. So we used to sit there and just make up what we thought the stories were, because none of us spoke Spanish. So that would be almost the same thing.
That's actually what some of the earliest U-Ranger subs were, believe it or not.
With people just making up what they thought it was.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Seems like I've heard that too.
That's what Dynaman. That's what Dynaman is right now.
That sounds like what that sounds like a really bad like YouTube series.
Oh yeah, trust me. There was somebody actually did go and abridged Battle Fever J and called it Battle Friends.
God.
I will never watch that show. I don't like those suits. I can't watch it because of that.
Oh come on!
The suits are they're creepy.
I think the best one is Battle Japan.
Battle Kenya.
I think they're just.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Andy. I can't take them seriously.
That's what it is. Like they just look so. To me, it just looks goofy, and I can't get into it.
Marvel's fault, probably.
Yeah, there's
Yeah, they
some-
did help with Battle Fever, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yep,
Little
that
bit.
was
Yep.
still in the Marvel era.
So there actually is some news. Crunchyroll learned that Ultraman's not making them a profit, so they're
They
taking
dropped
it down.
Ultraman. Yeah, I heard about that.
It's
They also dropped
saddening.
Funimation.
Well,
I am
that was a
sad
deal
nerd.
that fell through, unfortunately.
Probably because, what was it, Universal bought Funimation?
Sony.
Sony. Okay.
Yeah,
I knew it was a big studio.
I mean, it'd be cool if they offered it with like PS Plus now or something, since Sony owns it.
That's
That-
not gonna happen.
I mean, it's not going to happen, but that'd be cool as shit.
it's
It
called,
might.
it's called
give it
I
having
can
time.
see a discount.
Yeah. But then again, there's also this thing called having a Japanese account. You gotta get through that.
So now we've talked about getting proxy servers and forging a PlayStation accounts.
Hey, come on, I really wanted to play a Bet Ride War.
I mean, it's not that hard to make a Japanese PSN account.
No, you
Oh,
s-
I'm
you
not
see-
even saying anything. I never really bother one way or the other. I barely, honestly, I have to admit, I barely have my PS4 on. I usually have my Xbox.
I haven't played my PS4 in like a month and a half, even though
I've actually been playing my PS4 more lately.
I
Well-
borrowed Dragon Quest 11 from a friend, and I'm like,
Oh,
oh, sweet, I'll play this.
I want
Have
that so
continued to
bad.
not play it.
Well, my PS4 has been gotten played when I'm at work. My brother has been using it to play Dragon. Wait, I keep wanting to call it Dragon Warrior. Dragon
Me
Quest.
too. I'm used to calling it Dragon Warrior, and my friend calls bullshit on me, yet he calls it fucking Dragon Age all the time. There's a at one point in
At
time,
least you're
it was
using the
called
right
Dragon
series.
Warrior. Yes.
I
Well,
mean,
that's-
yeah,
that's
like you
a
said, for a
mistake.
time it was.
Dragon Age with more puff puff.
Exactly. And he's like, oh, it's the same thing. I'm like, motherfucker, it is not.
It's like saying Final Fight and Final Fantasy are the same thing because they both have final in the name.
Oh.
Well, that would be a little further off. At least Dragon Age was some sort of RPG.
Yeah. I think we should move on to toy news, since I got some. They just released some more ride watches for Kabuto and Hibiki. And also, you can get a Deno ride watch if you get the Watch Dizzer, which is pretty much a holder for your watches.
Also, they're teasing a new Rider Kicks figure, but they're not showing off what it is.
Oh, darn.
Only a moon.
There you
It
go.
better be a fucking Kiva.
There you go, buddy.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It better be Kiva or I'm gonna be mad.
They wouldn't make this big a deal if it wasn't a Kiva. That's like the only thing it could be, because they've never released a Kiva SHF.
It'd be really funny though if it was Kaiser though.
Ugh.
Not Kaiser, fuck. Forgot secondary writer from Yes.
You're
Ixa.
kind
that-
of pretty bad.
It could be fucking hilarious to get. And then
Okay.
like a week later they like announce actually we're kidding, it's also Kiva too.
Alright. So, anything else that we could actually talk about in news that's newsworthy?
The Gridman, the new anime is getting toys for their mini paw.
Yeah, I was talking with my friend about Gridman Quadruple S. I really want to watch it.
What's that dropping on?
That's on Crunchyroll, isn't it?
It's on
Crunchyroll
Funimation.
and Funimation.
Is it dubbed on Funimation?
It's dubbed on Funimation.
Fuck, I just canceled my Funimation account.
I
I
could,
never had one.
I could give you guys my Verve account.
Funimation's dropping on Verve.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, but not for a little. I thought it was end of the year.
Oh, was it?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
that's,
just
I'm still getting
I thought
Funimation.
Okay.
I think it's just until November, but I could be wrong. My friend said, "Oh, it's gonna be November," but
Well, I dropped it because Hiro Aka the season's over right now, and I don't have a job. I'm not going to pay $6 a month to not watch anime.
Yeah. But
Oh,
now,
you get just the Funimation, yeah. Okay.
but you got a friend that's giving out a free Verve account, which has more than. Okay, I'm starting to feel like I'm turning into a fucking ad.
Sponsor us, Verve.
I mean, it's
Nintendo, give me free stuff.
I gotta say, Verve is probably just better than just getting each of those things separately. It's
by far.
Yeah, it's because it's it's $10 a month, but you're getting several different kinds of stuff. Like,
just remember, if you package your internet and your cable and your phone together, it's cheaper than if you. Never mind.
I mean, you get Funimation, you get Crunchyroll, you get Nicktoons.
There's also like the horror one too.
You also get horror shows, Korean dramas.
Hashtag ad. Yeah.
I'm actually watching a Korean drama.
Is there anything I can do to put you into this streaming service today?
Okay, I think we should just move on to today's topic of Kamen Rider Geo, episodes 1 through 6.
Ooh, this is a lot to unpack.
Ooh, I have a lot to say.
Okay,
Here's my take on it.
Really,
okay.
You guys think it's boring?
I think it's horribly written, and I was so forgiving of it on the early episodes.
Like, I'm bad with names. I like the other writer, but I'm not a fan of anything about Geo.
Gates.
Yeah, Gates. Yeah. Like, I like his suit, and I'm kind of agreeing with the writing and everything. Seems like the character can get more interesting. I just don't like anything to do with the main character.
I mean, admittedly, it's the first 6 episodes. He is really flat. He could grow, but by now, with other series, we've had some semblance of an arc, or we see where they're trying to go with their character.
Yeah, but this is the hook. This,
exactly.
The first ever so many episodes are supposed to make you want to keep watching it, and it's just like, eh.
I mean, all we've really gotten was Kamen Rider Nesting Doll now, I think.
Who?
Kamen Rider Nesting Doll.
That would be an interesting name for it. Kamen Rider Nesting Doll.
Their pies inside of him.
Oh, the 5s and 4s arc.
Yeah.
That arc was bad.
Yeah. It was planned just to be a Forze arc, but because the actor for Gintaro was in the middle of recording for the Bleach movie, couldn't really do both because of the 2 different hairstyles, and most likely he was more focused on Bleach.
Which bombed.
No,
Really?
it didn't. It did amazing in the Japanese cinemas.
I thought it was only $4 million, is what I heard.
No. Everyone I know that lived in Japan went to see it and liked it and said there were huge crowds going to it. The movie did very well, as far as I've heard.
Yeah, I haven't heard of it tanking or anything. Like, usually you would have think, like, with the FMA movie, like, that apparently tanked.
Yeah.
Well, that movie is also kind of terrible.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. I do want to actually say this, that I do feel this is what I'm dubbing as Go Buster syndrome, where I like all the concepts, I like the suits, I like some of the characters, but it just falls flat on its ass.
I agree. I love the suit design. I love the armor system. I love the villain design.
Oh,
The other riders are some of the most ingenious designs I've seen in Toku in fucking decades.
I would actually like to have those suits be
As figures.
not only as figures, but a reoccurring thing.
Yeah.
Or in the actual one of the video games would be awesome too.
Ooh.
Have them as the
Yeah.
Or like in the next Kamen Rider fighting game, have another riders as just a skin.
Yeah, because they pretty much work the same way.
but it's just the execution. And like during the first 4 episodes, I was very forgiving with Zio. I'm like, it's the first few episodes. It'll get better. The next arc happens. It got significantly worse. And I'm like, oh, I don't know how to feel about this.
Yeah.
It's just a little crappy. It's still good. It's still good.
I was fighting saying that. I really was. I was like, don't do the Simpsons joke. Don't do the Simpsons joke.
I just had this little voice in my head. Do the Simpsons joke. Do the Simpsons joke.
Oh.
A little airborne. It's still good.
It's still good. It's still good.
And the disappointing part is they could have just done a Gokaiger, but in Kamen Rider, and it would have been fine. No one would have complained.
We're not going to be copying and pasting stories. We've already had a great one series about doing that.
But don't you agree? If they just would have done the Gokaiger formula, the show would have been fine.
Yeah, but this is.
I mean,
like,
I'll say it would have been better.
Exactly.
Actually, if I may say, it's starting to feel a lot like Decade.
Oh God, don't say that.
I mean, try to think of it. Everything
talking about this.
a lot of the stuff that you guys just said also works for Decade.
Yep.
Some of the characters are great. The concept is great, but the story is getting dumb. It's becoming Decade again. If you're in the chat, please raise up your voice and agree with me, because it is just... it's unbelievable that they're making this mistake again, 10 years later.
And we were just talking about how the fact that basically the suit colors are just inverse from Decade. Magenta and black.
Okay, so now you agree with me that it's a magenta. You said it was pink.
Well, I said... I don't know.
Magenta a shade
Well,
of pink.
you kind of
Yeah,
had a
magenta's a
meltdown
shade
about
of-
it being magenta, so I wasn't going to argue with it. So
I mean, I'm colorblind, and even I was like, wait a minute, isn't that a shade of pink?
Yeah, I mean,
I said pink earlier, and he's like, yeah, it's magenta. I'm like, okay, I'll go with magenta. I have no idea.
at least I'm not going the donut route and saying it's lightish red.
It's not red. No way is it red.
No, apparently you guys don't watch Red versus Blue.
No.
It's okay.
No.
I haven't watched that show in probably over 10 years.
It's on. I think it's on season 16.
I can't
swear
believe
to God,
that's
I
still a
thought you
thing.
were gonna say it's on Verve.
Oh,
I was waiting.
It is on Verve.
it is.
That's not
Rooster Teeth.
surprising.
Rooster Teeth got to deal with them, so they're on there too. So
I mean, if you
I'm
make
sorry.
money. I'm not gonna argue about it, or well, I'm not
Just-
arguing. I'm not gonna
Just
shame
keep
somebody.
chilling. It'll be fine.
keep shilling. They'll pay us eventually.
I
yeah.
mean, he's gonna love you if you suck the dick enough.
Yeah, but
Don't give it away too much, because then you
Yeah.
lose your self-worth.
Oh.
Hey, Frozen, are we going to throw the URL for Verve on the...
I think people will find it eventually. But going back
Just
to
Google Verve / we don't have a deal.
and a promo code, Writers of the Lost Sword, for 10% off.
Googling getting a sponsorship with Verve.
okay, so going back to Zio, I really want this to get better before it gets worse.
I want it to get better so bad because, again, the ideas are me. My only caveat coming into this was Tokusatsu doesn't do time traveling well.
Yeah.
Ever.
No.
No one does time travel well.
Not even
At
Doctor
least-
Who.
Doctor Who does it decently.
There's a lot of paradoxi in that show, though.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about this week's episode, so
Yeah.
Oh, God.
But currently, as Zio stands, I cannot recommend it to any casual. You have to be a dedicated fan to Kamen Rider.
And I think that's my biggest problem. With Decade, you, at least at times, could be a casual fan and learn stuff about past riders. With Gokaiger, you could be a brand new fan and just learn amazing things about all the other things. With Zio, you don't get anything happening with the references unless you've seen a lot of series, because they don't explain things well.
Like when he cut in
Explain
scenes, when he cut in scenes from actual fights in previous seasons, like with Brave and X8 fighting all those mooks, chicken head, the bugsters. That's from episode two, maybe 3.
I'm not sure.
And
if it's just Brave and X8, it should be episode 3.
Yeah, and there's also the that part with Forze's first rider kick.
Oh, the drill into space?
No. Fies.
Oh, Fies. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you said...
Yeah, Fies. Yeah, that was another signature point that they spliced in.
Which, again, that is an amazing idea to do, but it just feels...
Stagnant?
It just doesn't feel like... I can't find the right word to describe how meh it is. Like, it doesn't have... Daverific. It doesn't feel like it should have the impact that seeing these flashbacks should have.
Yeah.
You almost describe it like it sounds patronizing.
Honestly, it does a little bit.
So we're going to talk about the Waz or the Time Jackers?
I was going to bring them up because I think Waz is the only reason I will come back to this show, because he is entertaining as fuck.
Yeah.
I love Waz.
And his introductions, you don't know about that yet. So, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to tell you that. That's going to happen later on.
Like, the Time Jackers are the main villains of this series. Far as we're aware, they haven't been explained. And they're going back through time, taking people who almost die, giving them a ride watch, turning them into another riders to fuck with time and make a different Zio, but we really don't know why they're doing this.
It's not really at a point before they die. It's more like at a point of severe grievance. Like with that kid getting hit by a car, that guy with the father and his dying son. There's some other things too. I can't remember what happened in the Forze arc.
Oh, it was the kid whose girlfriend died.
Oh yeah, they were going to meet up and he was running late and she was going to bail on him and then she got hit by a car. Remember,
Yeah,
people,
like
don't
when
bail
they're
on
going
your
through a
dates.
lot of turmoil.
Yeah, turmoil.
That's what I was gonna say, like a moment of deep emotional weakness, I guess.
Yeah, that works too.
So
When you're more suggestible to something.
Yeah,
sort of reminds me of Deno, with like, give us a wish and we'll make it happen.
it's
Just
maybe it's a reference to it.
I mean, I do see the parallel myself. To be
Yeah.
honest. Like,
Now that you brought it up.
it's similar, yeah.
Oh god, I swear to fuck if they're just Imagine from the future.
That oh
It's all just a dream. The whole show is just going to be a dream.
my head, my mind.
It's owner's nightmare.
Yeah.
so I'm just wondering how they're gonna do since lately they've been doing the crossover between Super Sentai and Kamen Rider. How they're gonna do this with Powder Ranger and Lupin Ranger versus Rio.
It's just going to be a lot of verses in it, or not even have a versus movie.
Well, I thought they were doing another Tyson.
No,
I haven't heard anything
No.
about a new Tyson movie.
I mean there
But
is.
Maybe I
I'm
dreamed
talking
that or
about-
something, but I thought they were.
I'll say like the episode crossovers that they've been doing since like past 2 or 3 seasons.
Oh, like with the thing with Zoojer and Ghost?
Yeah.
And Tokuger and Gaim?
Yeah.
Ninja and Drive?
They've been doing it for like, what, 4 or 5 years now? That they've been having like one crossover episode. The Kamen Rider shows up on the Super Tensei show, and then
they only did that. They only did that for three seasons and gave it up around Build because, well, alternate universe bullshit.
Well, I wasn't sure if it did happen with Build or not. If they were going to do it with
it did not happen between Build and Q Ranger.
Hmm.
I mean, it did happen between X8 and Q Ranger, but that was about it.
I don't know how they could. Again, they could just do anything for it, but I don't know why they would.
Yeah.
It's just it never fits into the story. It never pushes the characters forward. It's usually just a filler episode or two.
Just for a gimmick.
Yeah, and with a series as haphazard as Zio is so far, I don't see them doing that.
Right.
And I feel bad that it sounds like we're just ragging on it constantly, but it's
just like that one post from the actor of Decade. Now it's Zio's fault.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, well, the difference between the two is Decade was kind of destroying alternate worlds, which was like fan fiction stuff. That's why I see it as. While Zio is actually destroying the timeline, which is bad.
Yeah.
Duct tape will not fix that.
He's actually getting rid of writers completely.
Yeah, he's getting rid of them completely. So as of right now, Zio is actually doing a worse job of being a Kamen Rider than Decade. Wow, this is turn into a worse season than
Masked Rider.
Oh, that's actually gonna say Ghost, but that's a good one too.
Oh, my friend's watching Ghost now, and when he comes over, we watch it, and I'm just like, I can feel the pain.
He's already dead.
I never really heard anything good about Ghost.
There isn't really anything good about Ghost.
I mean, they had.
Oh, the opening was really good.
The opening's good.
Oh, okay, I'll give it the opening.
And they had interesting facts about random historical figures.
Necrom's engine device is really cool.
Oh, Maggie, or whatever the fuck it was called. Oops.
What?
Yeah.
I had no clue what you said.
I don't know.
Mega or Lorder or something like that. I can't even pronounce it.
Oh, the name of Necrom's engine device? The Mega
yeah.
The Mega Uolder. Yeah, it does not roll off the tongue.
Much like Ghost itself. Heyo.
Well, you don't put garbage on your tongue.
Oh. Alright, let's move on to something positive. With DuckTales. The 2017?
Yeah, 2017.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy crap, did everybody get a revamp in this?
This show is a fucking delight to watch.
It's honestly better than
Dude.
a reboot has any right to be honest.
Well,
Right?
not any right to be, but usually takes the time to bother being. Like, they actually decided, like, we're gonna make a good show, not just do a reboot, because,
Yeah.
sell stuff. Like I
Yeah,
said,
I mean-
like I said, it's what I was describing to one of them, was better than it needed to be.
I mean, I've thoroughly enjoyed watching every episode of this that I've got to watch.
I only saw the first episode, the extended first episode, and one random episode, and there's literally nothing to complain or pick apart or say negative about with this show, except maybe it's too cute.
No, the
I
problem
actually
is
like the animation.
I love the animation.
Oh, I
Well-
thought you just meant the way it was drawn.
Oh no,
well, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I was like, well, I don't hate it. I just don't like the. We were talking about this like before of like, it's like the only thing I can gripe is, and the only reason is just because the original was such a classic. I don't love the new version of the opening.
oh, I like the new version of the opening. I don't know
If I didn't love the original version so much, I probably would be more receptive to it.
Okay. Like, I
Wait,
love the original version is pounded into everyone's psyche at this point.
It's the trumpets.
It's also the
It's like
bass
that
line.
long talk.
It's also the bass line. Because the bass line that has the dum 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 dum,
Yeah.
and it's not in the new version.
I mean, that's what I was saying at some point about, like, I like the song, it just sounds too poppy. Like, I'm not against it, I just think it sounds like too kind of teenage poppy. And if it would just tweak just a little bit, it'd be an absolutely perfect redoing of the theme.
Although you could argue that the original one was very, very, very 80s poppy.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. But
There was a little bit of
I am
fun.
looking through that through a kid's eyes, so I'm like, it sounded great.
There's a video on YouTube where they try to analyze why the original DuckTales theme is so catchy, and it's actually very interesting.
Is it a musical crack?
No.
Did they vibrate crack into musical sound waves and get us all hooked on it?
Without getting into a long musical theory thing, which I can do, it is a lot to do with it's you're not wrong. It's the way it's built is almost guaranteed to make it be a catchy earworm. But yeah, a lot of it has to do with the way the melody's written, the way that it builds, the way that it's very easy to sing along to. It has participation in it. I mean, if you think about it, the whole woo is designed almost to get someone to participate in it. It also fits the theme of the show so well. Yeah, like I said, I can go on for a while on musical theory.
Alright, I think we should probably get into some major points in this, like the voice actors. We got David Tennant playing as Scrooge McDuck.
I don't mean to go backwards in the podcast,
Ew.
but I'm just reading Facebook now. The S3Ep07 just got announced.
Oh, there you go.
That hurt.
Calm your orgasm.
That hurt.
I mean, thankfully it was muffled, so I just kind of heard a what?
Well, I'm
That was
used to
it.
hearing muffled orgasms.
Well,
Shush.
yeah, when I'm not even gonna go there. I tried walking down that hallway, and I'm just like, fuck it, no.
Oh, that is, no matter how that joke comes out, it's always going to be bad.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, sorry for the tangent. I was just looking through Facebook, and it happened like a few minutes ago.
Yeah, a friend of mine just posted it onto Toku Powered Weekend, and he's like,
Is it-
finally!
It's literally all over Facebook now.
And it's going to be all over our Discord.
Figure?
Yeah, it's a figure.
It's an action
put,
figure?
yeah, I'll put it. I'm putting
Or the
pictures of it.
figure art, I guess?
Mm-hmm.
I am putting pictures into our Discord right now.
It looks really nice, and it's using the Rider Kicks body version, so it's going to be the top of the line figure.
Where are you dropping it?
General, just in general.
General.
All the
I'm
way
like-
to
I'll
Oh,
say it
those
myself.
Lutzels are going to get lost so quick.
or eaten.
Oh man, that does look nice. That looks nice as fuck.
That day has come.
I do like Kiva.
Kiva needs more fans.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it could be because he was my first, but I do love Kiva.
Your Rider Cherry.
That was the first full series I watched.
And we're not talking about Sigurd.
Talking about what?
Sigurd, the cherry themed common rider.
Oh. I was confused by what you said too.
Yeah, Gaiam. But anyway, getting back onto DuckTales.
DuckTales. Sorry.
Woo!
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it. Okay, like I was saying, David Tennant is playing as Scrooge McDuck, and he is just fabulous as always.
You can tell he enjoys it.
David Tennant loves to be in kids' shows.
Yes,
He's been in a few my son used to watch.
Was he in like
He was in the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, he was in Ninja Turtles. Yeah, he was a Fugitoid.
He was also,
oh, that's right. I remember hearing that now. I just never watched it.
he used to do, what was it? There was a couple different child book he used to record. I think one of them was the one that How to Train Your Dragon is based on, I think, or was it the one that the Pirates was based on? I don't remember. One of those two. But yeah.
And just
I didn't catch any of that.
He has a really, really good voice.
Well, he also doesn't have to hide his accent, so that's always a plus.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a big plus. But also, him and Jessica Jones was really good.
Oh God, he.
It was pretty much just like a Dark Doctor, which I'm not saying it is a bad thing, but it was sort of like looking in a mirror darkly as the Doctor, just obviously not a Time Lord.
True. Although I would say he almost does Scrooge McDuck as a Time Lord.
No, yeah, there was a short that involved a clock.
I can't disagree.
Yeah, one of the shorts really played that up. I don't remember which one it was. Was it the one where they kept changing the past or something like that?
Well, before the show came out.
Yeah. But some of the other voice work is almost as good. Like, I only have 2 episodes left before I finish the first season. Catherine Tate hamming it up all the time. That's quite amusing. I can't really say what part she does because it's a little bit of a spoiler.
I need to get to the episodes with her in it because I love her.
You need to get to the episode Beware of the Buddy System.
Gizmo Duck. Yep. I was just going to say Gizmo Duck being Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yeah.
I did not know that was him.
Yep.
That's
it's
Wilmer
Lin-Manuel
Valderrama?
Miranda.
Yep.
Yeah, that's... No. Lin-Manuel Miranda, not Wilmer Valderrama.
Okay.
That's from Hamilton.
Oh, okay, because I was like, that was him?
No.
Okay, I got you. I was actually talking about the cameo at the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, and some other voice actors to note in this is Danny Pudi from Community. He played the Indian guy named Abed Nadir. Then we got Ben. Then we got Ben Schwartz.
Abed.
Yeah.
Unless you're Chevy Chase's character and you're racist and you mispronounce his name.
Yeah. Danny played as Huey Duck. I believe that's.
Can we talk about who was playing it? I really like the fact that those characters are all different from each other this time.
Yes.
And not essentially just color-coded same characters.
I mean, this is technically not the first time that they've done this.
They did that in Quack Pack, but we don't talk about Quack Pack.
I remember seeing it on Cartoon Network.
Time to get the brain bleach.
Like, which one's the evil one? Louis. That first episode, though, is so great. Because it really just introduces everything so well. And, like, who's Dewey? Who's Dewey? And I like in this version of it, as opposed to the original, a lot more Donald. Although I could use even more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Donald is amazing.
A bit overprotective.
Donald was always my favorite Disney character growing up. So more Donald, the better.
Oh, you will.
Because he's a manic depressive rageaholic.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you were in his shoes, wouldn't you be?
Oh,
Yeah.
Just wait to the finale of the season, and you will love it even more.
Oh, I'll be getting.
I know what happens in that one a little bit, but like, are you talking about the
Yep. Shush. Keep it.
the voice thing? Is all I was gonna say.
I think that's
just
a
to
little
change,
bit too much.
change course here. Has anybody else noticed they're slowly turning Webby into basically I don't want to say sociopath, but like she goes into danger in a different way than they do.
Well, she's very much because the whole point of it was the fact that because of what they changed with her grandmother, they made it that like essentially she's been getting trained without any kind of like I was saying like tons of book knowledge and none of the practical knowledge. You know what I'm actually thinking of right now is Shinken Blue.
Oh my god!
She's Ryunosuke.
But I mean, like she, like they go like Scrooge and even the boys, like they know there's danger involved and they still go into it, but they go into it with almost like a trepidation of sorts. Like we got to be careful in this, that, and the other. She just has a fucking smile on her face and jumps into it.
Because she's been reading about it, and see the other ones, because I don't think all the other ones studied all the adventure first. Now she's just so overjoyed that what she's read about she gets to actually do.
Which I mean, I like that she has a character other than Girl in Pink.
Or damsel in distress.
Because I mean, that's all she was in the original.
Yeah.
Although I have to say my favorite episodes so far they're a little bit later on. One the McMystery. There was McMystery at McDuck McManor with Scrooge's birthday party.
That was one of the next ones that is in the order that I'll be watching. I just haven't got to that yet.
And then the other one is the golf course one.
I just watched that one. Was fucking great.
I really like that episode.
I love that episode.
I think the one I've liked the best so far, I liked Beware the Buddy system with Gizmo Duck. Like I like what they seem to be doing with him and Fenton as characters. And I can't remember the name of the episode, but where their cousin Gladstone invites them to
And it's Mr. Peanut Butter's voice.
Who?
The voice of Gladstone is Paul F. Tompkins, who does the voice of Mr. Peanut Butter from BoJack Horseman.
I have not watched BoJack Horseman.
And he's essentially doing the Mr. Peanut Butter voice.
BoJack is such a good. It's depressing as fuck.
Although that one is great. The House of the Lucky Gander with I love Donald in that episode. Like what was it?
It tastes so horrible. It just tastes so horrible.
What is it? Does he actually think he has 27 fingers up behind his back?
$20? Where did that come from?
See,
I still love when he's trying to guess the number of fingers up, and he keeps going 27.
27.
It's like, does he really think he has 27 fingers?
Another
the one where they climb the mountain's pretty good.
Which one?
Sorry, go ahead. The one where they climb the mountain. Yeah. With
all the portals.
Yeah, and the ice fever or whatever the fuck it was called.
By the way, the guy who was selling that was Carlos Rocky. He's the voice of Rocco from Rocco's Modern Life.
Really?
And you can completely hear it when he does the voice. Yeah.
I need to go back and listen to that again.
Just listen, he's just not doing the Australian accent, but it's Rocco's voice.
I'm gonna go back and listen to that then.
The episode I saw was the pyramid episode with the fake.
That's a great one too.
That was good.
That's amazing. And then the twist at the end.
I told you he had laser beams in his eye.
That episode.
You could have told him anything.
So
I loved it that one. It was like, what does it say? Don't beyond this point.
Okay, so an episode I actually liked was Sky Pirates in the Sky.
Oh God, I just watched that one.
The one,
Like
it's
yesterday.
It's the return of Don Carnage from
Don Carnage.
Tailspin.
I was gonna ask that because I thought I haven't got to that one yet, but I thought I'd heard that Don Carnage was in it.
Yeah, Don Carnage is back, but unfortunately, he's
No.
not being voiced by Jim Cummings. It's a guy named Jamie Camille.
That's weird because he came back to voice Darkwing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but there's a good reason why it's not him.
Okay,
Because
I'll just take your
I'm
word
thinking
for it.
it's literally because of what they make those characters. I think they were like, oh, we need someone who's a better singer. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, and I just love the show tune singing of the Sky Pirates and how acrobatic it was. It was just amazing.
You can drop this if you else from Tailspin in that episode, or was it just Don Carnage?
It was
Just Don
It was
Carnage.
just Don Carnage and maybe a few underlings.
I see.
And they mentioned Cape Suzette. They mentioned Cape Suzette in the first episode.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
mentioned that, and wherever Goofy is, what is
Port
this town?
something? No.
No, it's something town, or no, something Ville.
It's not
Cool. Yeah, it is Coolsville. It is cool.
No,
like
it's not cool.
Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. Oh no, that's from Scooby Doo, right? I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I'm gonna remember this.
Because they mentioned 3 cities. It was the one from Tailspin,
Spoonerville.
St. Canard, Spoonerville,
Spoonerville, right?
and
And
that
then-
one.
What is it? Was it DV87? They keep doing or D something 80. They keep mentioning 1987 because that's the original. Did you catch in the episode with Castle McDuck the like little quick homage they did to the original opening
Really?
when they're going down the spiral staircase? It's like the
Oh.
bit in the original opening where they have the torch.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I literally watched this 5 minutes ago, and I was like, "Wait a minute, that was the that's from the original opening."
Yeah, there's just so much love and care in this entire show where that they're referencing everything that was ever on the Disney afternoon lineup. Like they even reference gummy bears.
Oh yeah, it's spreading mayhem everywhere.
Yeah, here and there,
Here and
everywhere.
there, spreading mayhem everywhere.
You know, just from what we've talked about, this thought just came through my head. We actually couldn't have picked a better polar opposite to do this podcast. We've got
Yeah.
Yeah,
Geo that we talked so much crap about, which it's not unjustified. But then we got DuckTales, and we're like, this is the best show we've ever watched.
Well, it's one that's doing nostalgia well, as one that's doing nostalgia poorly.
Exactly. Like, you know, DuckTales is doing it right. Like, it's nostalgia, but they're still doing original stuff. Like, it's not just rehashes of old episodes animated again. You know, it's, you know,
no, it's all
new episodes and new plots. Like the whole plot with the boy's mother.
Do they ever expand on that?
they did.
Oh,
Okay.
they talk about it a lot. I haven't.
You,
Don't
I don't know
spoil
how
it
far
on
it
me.
goes, but they keep going.
I will just say this. And I think that might actually spoil it if I actually say anything.
Don't.
Well, then tell them.
No,
No, because I literally have 2 episodes left.
Okay, I'll just say this. Celine.
Yeah, I've gotten that far.
No, think about the name Celine.
You spoil this on me, and I will spoil everything that happens in My Hero Academia.
Hey, all I said was just think of the word Celine.
I know. But I will spoil the next year and a half of the anime.
Well, joke's on you. I've been reading the manga.
Oh,
God,
what
we're in
chapter
the-
are you
we're
on,
in
man?
the nerdiest Mexican
I-
standoff ever.
I have forgotten.
Well, then think of this as collateral damage. Because of you, they will all suffer.
Innocent
Not-
people's
I will
lives
not-
will be
because I am
ruined because
But-
of you.
But yeah, the thing with Della Duck is just it has been a question for everybody's mind since the nephews have been introduced. The nephews to not only Donald and Scrooge, so where's the mother? But also more importantly, who's the father?
Nah, that doesn't matter.
The father doesn't count.
It was an immaculate conception. They're cool.
Oh.
They're birds. They're eggs.
Oh yeah, they're.
You know that just
If
reminded me.
they're ducks, I don't mean to be this guy, but if they're ducks, they are probably rape babies.
Oh.
I don't think that happens in the DuckTales universe.
You don't think
Well,
duck?
they don't wear pants, and the reason they don't wear pants because
We can hear nothing you're saying.
Yeah, your internet has gone.
Put a narrowband filter on your subspace transceiver.
Uh,
But
Well, that's not what I meant.
in the DuckTales universe, do ducks not have 9.5-inch drill explosive dicks?
Look, we're not scientifically accurate
well,
here.
I
I know what you're talking about.
well, they're.
I mean,
They're-
from the show, it's very obvious they don't wear pants.
I mean, there have been pictures of Donald. Still nothing. Sorry, Cito.
Yeah, it's only getting worse.
She's gone.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's unfortunate.
Now, tell me if you guys can remember this. In the original show, didn't they find the Fountain of Youth, and didn't the boys look into it, and it just showed them as eggs? Or am I
Right.
remembering that wrong?
No, you're not, because it wasn't.
you're right.
It wasn't. All the Fountain of Youth did was show you your reflection is younger.
And it
didn't
did
actually-
did show them as eggs, though, right?
Right. Because the line was, "Oh, we haven't even hatched yet."
Thought I remembered that, but I was like, that's been so long ago, I might be remembering
Well,
wrong.
there's a couple portraits in the show where it shows like them standing there with like 3 eggs in a nest.
I'm probably gonna watch more of this show tonight, to be honest. It's just so damn good.
Once I get the Plex, I'll probably watch it after I catch up on Daredevil.
Oh,
Could not
speaking
get
of
into
Daredevil,
Daredevil.
I'm four episodes in. My God, did I miss Fisk from last season? He is such an amazing villain.
Don't spoil anything because
I'm only 4 episodes in. I can't really spoil that much, to be
Yeah.
honest with you.
well, spoiler, he's fucking alive.
Well, you
Spoiler,
got-
he's blind.
They
Yeah.
spoiled that in the post. By the way, did you hear they canceled Luke Cage now too?
Yeah,
I saw that. Why'd they cancel Luke Cage?
It's because they're going to put it on the Disney service.
no, they're not. Disney
No, the
has
rumor
confirmed
is
that
something to do with like a production disagreement or something. Probably someone wanted more money.
They can't put those shows on the Disney's streaming service because Disney has stated nothing is going to be rated R on it.
Oh.
The highest
I-
rating I think anything's going to get is like a PG-13.
I haven't looked. Are those shows rated R for the violence?
MA.
Like, I haven't really been. Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Like,
They
I
have
could
to be.
I could see Jessica Jones, because remember they had that, at least in the first season, they had that one sex scene. So I was like, well, that at least, but like, I don't pay attention to that shit anymore.
Like there's slight rumors that we're going to get Heroes for Hire show and I'm like, don't hold your breath. I want it so bad. I don't think it's happening.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's not now.
Yeah.
Well, I think we've said everything that we could about DuckTales, unless we do have more.
I just hope we get a Darkwing Duck show out of it.
Ooh,
They're
that'd
not.
be nice.
They're not saying no. Which, I would watch the fuck out of Darkwing Duck.
Well,
And that's my 2 cents on it. I've said my piece.
Ah, that's where it is.
well, time for the closer. So overall, I think we can all agree: Zeo bad, DuckTales good. Go watch the latter. Watch the former if you feel daring.
If it gets better, we'll come back to it in a few weeks.
Yeah.
What are we gonna cover next week?
Well,
A television show.
do you guys think that you could do the first 3 seasons?
Well, I was going to say we did say 2 weeks ago we were going to do Gravity Falls after DuckTales.
Oh yeah, right.
Seems like I remember something about that.
Oh, I'm all for rewatching any amount of Gravity Falls.
That was the original thing we said 2 weeks ago. I mean, if you want to change it, that's fine. I just figured I'd mention what we did actually say.
No, let's keep to our word and go with Gravity Falls.
Okay.
That's two for Gravity Falls, maybe 3.
I mean, I'm good with them. I've never seen it, so I can't say no.
I've never seen it either, so I have no idea.
It's really fucking good.
It's the same guys that make Rick and Morty, isn't it?
No, it is.
No.
It's a friend.
Know
It's
each
a
other?
friend.
Oh, okay.
It's a friend.
But it has that wonderful crossover to Rick and Morty.
With
Yeah.
the portal?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'd read about that. That's why I thought it was the same people, because I thought
No.
they just put that,
No, they're
that
just
joke in there.
friends.
No.
Just the first 3 episodes or more, because it's like a 21 episode season.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I could probably get that down.
If you can watch it all, watch it all.
Okay.
I
so-
have watched it all.
Okay.
We should do Rick and Morty sometime, to be honest, though. Because
Yeah,
we
we
all
should.
seem to like it.
I still want to get you guys to watch Final Space.
God, I
Eh,
do need to watch that.
It's 10 episodes. That's it.
I want to get
I
Andy to watch freaking Final Fantasy VII Machine Abridged.
I've got so much on my plate to watch.
I've been rewatching all of DBZ Abridged the last couple of days.
Now
Oh.
that's good right there.
When I have nothing to do, I'll just put DBZA on while I'm working on something like maps or writing shit.
I admit to
Meryl.
nothing, but I may have been watching it all on network. Well, now the new one that my brother has me watching is Hilda on Netflix. So and I've watched the first episode of that so far, and I really like that. So
Alright,
What
so
about the what about the new show from the creator of Simpsons?
Disenchantment, I watched it. I liked it. I got where
Yeah.
people kind of had problems with it, but I don't think it's a problem.
I
But-
dropped it around episode 6.
Oh, you dropped it right before it got good too.
Oh.
Because 7, 8, and 9, they actually finally were starting to do like a storyline, and it kind of worked. It made it a
Oh.
little better.
I might pick it back up.
Oh, 8, 9, and 10 really. 7 was kind of a little bit, but 7's actually a pretty funny episode with the drugs and the fake girlfriend.
yeah.
So have we decided what Toku we're going to be doing next week or not?
Do you want to go for Gridman?
The anime or the
The anime.
or the
The new the quadruple S Gridman.
Superhuman Samurai Squad. That's what it stands for.
I'm saying with quadruple S
It sounds cooler as quadruple S.
or quad S.
Quads.
Quads. Gotta work out the quads.
Oh my god, this reminds me of my days on 4chan. Check them quads.
So that or the actual Gridman. I have Toku HD on there, and it has all the original Gridman on there too.
Oh no, it's stuck in his head.
That doesn't take much, trust me.
I don't know.
So yeah, the first episode, 3 episodes of both Gridman, Triple S, Quad S, and Gravity Falls.
Gravity Falls, yeah.
Well, I'm good on the Triple S because I just binge watched that yesterday.
I'll probably watch that sometime this week.
Andy just dropped, but we're going to be wrapping up here. So, from us to you, have a great night. Gridman, Gravity Falls, maybe some other stuff in the future. What happens between here and now is then on there. See you guys next week, or probably a little bit later.
And don't forget to subscribe to Verve.